Good afternoon. I'd like to introduce from Glem Gas Australia, James Higgins, Sales Manager, who's going to be good enough to give us a little bit of information regarding Glem as a company and regarding the Professionista and the magnificent Bioenergy oven, the only oven in Australia that's both gas and electric all in one. James, I was wondering if you'd be good enough to tell me a little bit about the Professionista unit that we've got in front of us now.
Yeah, sure. So it's a 90 centimetre freestanding, and what you've got is semi-flush trivets with a flame failure device, which if the gas should cut out, it'll shut it off if there's a spill with water or something like that. It'll stop that gas flow as a safety feature. Or if little ones turn the knobs on, it'll also stop the gas flow automatically. This is a new feature, and we're one of the first to introduce it. It's a digital clock, but without the buttons that you'd normally find on the cooktop. It's fully programmable, so you can program the oven to come on, come off, and set it at the time that you desire to suit. And but it's just a nice, easy white, and we're first to market with that. What you'll start to see in the next couple of years is other brands will also follow with that. As Tom pointed out, we're the largest manufacturer of upright cookers in Italy. It's our home market. The factory is located in northern Italy, just outside of Modena, and that factory manufactures upright cookers, wall ovens and cooktops. And as you know, in Australia there's something like 100 brands, but there's only about 20 manufacturers. And so of those 100 brands, often they come to us, and you may well have a cooker or an oven at home that's made by us but badged something else. So you've got a very large capacity. It's 116 litre capacity. And you've got the one-piece inner glass door, it's fairly standard these days, but you've also got a very wide door itself. So you've got 3 layers of glass. You've got an inner glass, an outer glass, and one in between. And between that, you have the barrier of air. And if you compare that with a lot of doors, they're only about so wide. And the glass, the glass, that then acts to keep the door very, very cool as the ovens when the oven's activated. The other thing you have is the air is vented out through these grooves just here along the top of the oven cavity, and it passes over these vents here. And as it passes over, it drags cool air up through the door to help maintain that coolness. The other thing it has is a storage drawer just underneath here. And it's got these continuous side panels too, with extra insulation. So it's a very well insulated oven. So with the flame failure, semi-concealed trivets, the digital clock with the flush controls, easy grip handles, large capacity oven, very safe, heat resistant door and storage cabinet. It's a very, very good oven, and it's very good value. Recommended retail is $2,999, and so that represents very, very good value, and it's coming from a manufacturer, an Italian manufacturer. All the parts are made by us, and there's no we're factory direct. The factory is a subsidiary here in Australia, so we're factory owned. So there's no agents or between us and the customer. We have another oven which Tom just talked about, which we call a Bioenergy oven. Looks very similar to this, but it's got another knob here, which is a gas controller. So within the oven itself, you can run it as a standard electric oven, 5-function electric oven. You can switch that off, and then you can activate the gas oven. So you can have this running as a gas oven, switch that off, and then have it running as an electric oven if you want to too. We call that Bioenergy. And the benefits of that are that a gas oven offers moist heat, so things like meat, fish, chicken, there's lots of moisture within the oven cavity, and that means the food doesn't dry out. But with electricity, it's a dry heat, so things like breads, pastries, biscuits, you want that dry heat. So depending on what food you're cooking, there's an appropriate energy to give you the best results. A classic would be a roast leg of lamb. You'd cook that on a gas oven. And your apple pie for dessert, you'd cook that on an electric oven to get the nice crispy pastry. So whatever you're cooking with our Bioenergy oven, there's an appropriate energy to use to get the best results. So that's the Bioenergy oven. and our Professionista oven. And as Tom said, the company's 51 years old, still a family-owned business, and they've been selling into the Australian market for over 20 years now. Thanks very much.